on, guys? We are hanging out, waiting, doing what we do best in trucking. Well, we we got here yesterday, the day before yesterday. So tonight will be 48 hours that I've been sitting up here at midnight, and it is currently 1 o'clock. So yeah, 1:15. But it is what it is. You gotta do what you gotta do. Hurry up and wait. Ain't nothing else to do right now. Worked on the truck, done all that kind of stuff. It's gonna fly my drone, but I don't. Kind of at a truck stop. We are live, senor. What's going on? How's everything in the cheese state? Oh, Ninja Nomad. Oh. Who else in here? Who else hanging out with us today? Freezing your butt off. That's not good. Can't stay for too long, but howdy. What's going on, Life Expedited? Everything working out all right for you guys? Y'all doing okay? I need to change something. Oh. I'm trying to get by. I understand that. That's the name of the game, right? Let me make this thing a little more stable here. The American Dream. Oh yeah, the American Dream. Gotta love it. Probably for a while, first time watching live. Hey, welcome, Chad. Appreciate the follow. Trying to get this thing set up here. So yeah, so I've been sitting here waiting on this load. I was live last time. We were getting loaded, waiting to get loaded, and now we are currently waiting to get unloaded and reloaded. Still, I got here about midnight. Day before yesterday. Monday night. Is it Monday? Monday, yeah. Got up here Monday night, so it's been a while. It's definitely frustrating how long this is taking. Over the road for night. Okay. You a company guy? Just curious how things are over there. If you're doing the lease operating thing. Y'all had to change the batteries. Finally had to do it. I bet that thing's gonna pick up that stupid music. Had to, I got up this morning because I didn't do anything yesterday other than work on the truck. Had the bunk heater running pretty much all day and all night. I got up this morning and went to start the truck and she wouldn't start, so yeah, just had to what did I do? Call. Sorry, I was paying attention to what's going on. I called Napa down the road and they brought me 4 batteries, so I changed those out. Let's see here. What's your opinion on KLLM? I've never worked for them. What's going on, Chris Bennett? I see you in the comments all the time on my videos. Thank you for the follow, for watching my stuff. I don't know anything about KLLM other than they were a mega carrier, I guess, or they're kind of sort of mega carrier. If anybody knows anything about them, Clem, I think KLLM. I know it's a mega carrier. In my opinion, it could be good, it could be bad. I mean, you got a 50-50 shot of having a good time over there. Yeah, for now, still new. Been at it 2 months right now, but planning on doing owner operator. Nice. Don't do a lease purchase there at night. Don't do a lease purchase anywhere if you can avoid it. Lady in Rojo said stay away from mega carriers. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, don't, even though I don't know if you're talking about doing an owner operator thing with them through like the night program or the lease purchase. Don't do that. Don't do it. You're going to be tied to that truck. That truck is going to run your life for, yeah, it's because I'm in Ohio, bro. Up here in Cleveland area. You're going to be tied to that truck for the next 5 years. And everything about your life for the next 5 years is going to be based on that truck. So, if you can, save up your money. Get some experience on the road as a company guy. You know, you're going to make mistakes being new. Try to make them with somebody else's money fronting the bill, right? Yeah, save your money and just buy a truck outright. Buy from a dealer. Buy one used from somebody. Do something like that. Don't go buying a lease purchase thing. You want me to forward your mail to Cleveland? Yeah, please do. Please do. You just send me some of that chrome you picked up in Joplin. Need P.O. box in the description below. I want to do a StreamYard so some of you guys can get on here and chit chat because that stuff's fun. Whup. Oh, you whup. Who else we got in here today? I'm definitely thankful for my Venesta heated jacket. Little plug there. It's cold up here. Working on the truck yesterday and all that stuff. Man, it's nice to have a heated jacket. This is good to know because that's what I was going to do. Like, I don't want to discourage you from making a change for the better, but talk to the guys that have been doing it at night or that have done it at night, whether it's on social media, whatever. Talk to those guys and see what the success rate actually is. Because I don't think you would find a whole lot of successful lease purchase buyouts at night or at mega carriers. There's just not a lot of them that do it. But you can go buy a truck. You can buy a pre-emission truck or even a pre-emission truck, you know, from somebody for 40, 50 grand, sometimes even cheaper. You get an old Columbia, just nothing. The problem is guys want to get out here and they want to buy and I did it. I did the lease purchase, and that's why I'm like, don't do it. It's brutal. These guys want to get a chromed out, beautiful Peterbilt W9. They want their dream truck first. Don't do that. Don't do that. You need, unless you can afford it, of course, and you're willing to take the risks of having the larger payment and stuff like that. What? How long you went? I didn't get no pictures. What? Did you get the pictures I sent you this morning? Pictures. What pictures? Oh, the yellow classic. Yeah, sorry. To get to that, both you and so Big Dog and Lady and Rojo text me, and I'm sorry I didn't get back to you guys. My daughter panicked last night and locked the car keys, not the Jeep but the car, and shut up, Big Dog. Locked the car keys in our Subaru with the doors locked. Like, she locked them in the trunk. So I've been dealing with getting somebody out there to unlock it and all that stuff. So my bad. Yeah, I got the yellow I've seen that bumper somewhere before. I don't know, what is this? Oh, there we go. Robbie texted me. Yeah, he's got some changes coming to that old girl of his, that big blue classic he's got. But as far as the buying a truck, if you're just trying to get into trucking as far as an owner operator, just stay at your company job, save some money, buy a truck cash, take it home, even if it needs tires, brakes, whatever it needs. Yeah, I've seen that bumper on that big, it was flat black for a while, the big super sleeper classic that's all tricked out, but I think they painted it. Just get you something, get a tool, because that's all it is a tool. if you're starting a job as an apprentice carpenter or whatever, and you need a hammer, you're not going to go buy a $200 hammer. You're going to buy a hammer to get the job done. And that's the same way it is with trucking. It's a tool. Once you get established and get things taken care of, and kind of get your foot in the door, more or less, get things taken care of, that's when you start buying a truck that you want or something like that. So as much time as you can. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, I just seen your text there, Robbie. I was talking about that you got some change. I didn't say what, but buy a chrome hammer. You would buy a chrome hammer. And then you'd cry the first little dent you got in it. I didn't tell what you got done. I just said you got some changes coming to that blue classic of yours. That's gonna be sweet. Chad, as far as training, any of us out here that have been doing this, any trucker, not a steering wheel holder, but a trucker, will tell you you're going to learn something every day. You're going to continue out here learning. And if you think you know it all, that's when something bad's going to happen. That's when shit's going to hit the fan for you. You learn from the older guys that have been out here. You learn from, other people's mistakes. You just try to learn and pay attention to as much as you can. I would say stick it out for a year at least, because you're going to need that to sign on to a mega carrier anywhere. Yeah, like Big Dog said, if you stop learning, get out of the truck. That's right, because you can get yourself or somebody else killed. But save your money. Seriously, the best advice I can give anybody is save your money as a... what's going on, guys? Welcome to the live feed here. Yeah, save your money. Even if you're, you can only put up 100 a week, whatever the case is, do what you can, and just save as much as you can. Just take your time. It's not a rush. And, just buy something cash. What's going on, DC? Miles, what's up? Let's see here. Let's go back to some of the comments. So Robbins, I'm ready to go home to Tennessee. No place like home. Love that song, right? 20 years on the road, still learn something new each week. That's right. We keep learning. Saw your fenders. You need the rubber fender Freightliner 5. Yeah, I just got to get them. I learned something from you all the time. Right on. Hopefully it's good stuff, right? Okay, Lady in Red said, okay, Chad, little advice, but while you're driving as a company driver, write down all of your expenses, how much fuel you buy on the road, buying one trip, and keep track of that on every trip that you do, and anything that, keep that's a good advice, man. That is a great way to see how you're doing it. Find out how much those the payments would be if you wanted to do something like that. Everything you need to do, write down everything you can, how many miles, what your fuel mileage is, how much money you're spending. Anytime there's a cost for a truck repair, write it down, just so you get an idea of what you're really looking at in the real world. I learned not to go to Cleveland, right? Yeah, just keep track of everything. That's the best way to do it. Yeah, Chad. Man, there's still a brotherhood out here. There's still guys out here that, that we will take care of one another, do what we can for each other. No questions asked. But unfortunately, this industry is so flooded with steering wheel holders, for lack of a better term. Just people that don't care. They don't appreciate trucking like the truckers do. The ones that, we got it in our blood. It's part of who we are. And yeah, it's a different breed versus the guys that are just out here, their feet on the dash and, not giving a crap. So. If you're able to find out how much the loads actually pay, or you can even write down scenarios of the new duals are not broken yet. There is still that squirrely, weird feeling. And I put a few 100 miles on I don't know what's going on with them, but it might be the steering. I don't know. But yeah, if you, I mean, even do, 250 a mile is what the load's paying you. Take your fuel out of that for every mile that you do. Write all that stuff down, and then, do your truck insurance. Do some research on how much the truck that you're looking at would cost. Whether it's an old Columbia, an old Peterbilt, whatever the case is. Get all the numbers you can together and just kind of play around with it. Just keep track of your fuel, your repairs, all that stuff. So you blow a tire, write that down, what kind of cost that would be. And then you can kind of, at the end of the year, end of the month, whatever, you can kind of see about what you would be making based on 250 a mile. Not all loads are 250, some are better, some are worse, but you'll get an idea. So it's nice down here. Temps are comfortable. Yeah, that's, my wife said it's nice down there. I've been off for a week. I've been home for a couple more days. Probably leave out Sunday or Monday. Right on. Do you know which way you're headed? The day you don't learn something, it won't be long. You'll be on Bonehead Truckers, right? Oh yeah, my oldest daughter is nice down at Topeka, Kansas. My wife's taking our oldest daughter to the dentist. Gonna check her teeth out. She might be getting braces, so that'll be fun. In Murfreesboro, seeing a friend. I know where Murfreesboro is. Am I gonna have to call my wife to make sure you're not hanging out with her? What's going on, Kevin? How's Kermit doing? When buying your own truck, what mileage is best not to go over? Tim, it just depends on what you want. I mean, if it's super high mileage and the price is too high, don't get it. I mean, I've seen trucks that are super low mileage but need a rebuild. They have a lot of problems. It just depends on what you're willing to pay for and how much work you're willing to put in it to get it to that point of roadworthiness. A lot of guys are stuck on, it's got so many miles and all that, but everything on these trucks can be replaced. I mean, your brake chambers, everything, literally everything can be replaced. So definitely, I mean, it's what you want. I mean, if you find that dream truck that you want, but it's got 2 million miles on it, depending on how much it would be, I'd still buy it, because you can replace everything. It's just how much money are you willing to put into it to get it back to rocking and rolling, if that makes sense. Hey, good, right on, Kevin. Glad to hear it. Now, let's see here. Got my 2290 finally taken care of. On my way to the DMV to register my 2-year medical card. Nice. Dude, I have the clinic that does my medical cards. I have them just send it to the state. You might be able to do something like that. I can't hang out with her until I have crawfish in hand. Right? Got mine with 1.6. Yeah, I got mine with 800 and something thousand on it. Was a company truck. Let's see here. What truck would you suggest starting out with? Whatever you can afford. Whatever is in, I would say, the best shape possible. But oh, that sucks, Robbie. Well, I mean, at least it's not too big of a deal other than having to wait at the DMV. I mean, you want something that you can work, something that's cheap enough, or whatever the case is. Driving the Subi, smoked a Mustang. You're gonna have to bring that thing down so you guys can run. We'll go to Beach Bend and y'all can run that Mustang against the Subi. Yeah, whatever truck you can maintain. You're right, Twink. You just have to, I mean, get whatever you can. Yeah, I mean, whether it's a Columbia, I mean, interior can be replaced. Everything can be replaced. So as long as it's nothing like wiring, I don't like wiring issues because those are stupid. I'd rather replace parts than deal with wiring. He said must have been a V6. No, it was not a V6. What? No, I don't want your cheap load. Sorry. Yeah, it was 5-0. Not which, wait, okay, yeah, so you don't know which way you're going yet. Let's see, I missed a few comments. Doing good for an auto. Also the best when buying a used truck to get the computer pulled to see if the idle percent is over 30%. Be very leery. Yeah, see, I mean, there's a lot of guys that have stuff like that. That they would, you know, they're leery of so many miles or whatever the case is, idle time, but engines can be rebuilt. So if you get the truck for $5,000 and you rebuild it for 15, you know, you got a truck that's on the road for $20,000. So it's just a matter of what you want to do, what you're willing to deal with. So what's going on? How is it up there, James? How's the trucker, all that stuff going on? Or maybe I have talent driving. If you find one that has been taken care of, like Trucker's Table found, you can put it right to work and do, yeah, absolutely. Nomads and Chaos Podcast Mustang is some kind of tobacco or incense. I smoked a Mustang. No, she beat a Mustang with the Subi. Make sure you get a truck, Make sure you get a truck with a real motor, none of this fake crap. Yeah, make sure you get a don't get a Packard, don't get anything like that. Get a Detroit Cummins or Cat. Stick with the top dogs. There's a reason they're the top dogs. Pre-emission, if you can get a pre-emission truck, or at least pre-DEF, then definitely go that way. And I would suggest that every day to anybody. I don't like the DEF. There's too many issues, too many throwing parts at those things, and you have no idea. They do the best they can. And one thing you must learn how to turn wrenches. Fix your own truck will save you lots of money. Absolutely. You got to be able to work on your own truck. I mean, even changing your own wipers, your headlights, stuff like that. You got to be able to do at least the minimum. You know, change a set of batteries, change your alternator. You know, just things like that. Respect them guys sticking together in Canada. Man, I got to get some chicken poop on my lips. This is friggin' ridiculous. My lips are so daggum dry in this cold. Where you at, chicken poop? Chicken poop. 100% pure range chicken poop. Just kidding, it was a Ford. Yeah, Series 60 engine is a budget-friendly engine. Absolutely. I mean, you can rebuild one of these, you know, 15 grand with turbo and head. So they're pretty cheap. I'll definitely want to get away from the automatic. Yeah, well, if you learned on an automatic, and you didn't actually take your driving test on a standard shift, you are going to be stuck being only allowed to drive an automatic until you go retest with the standard shift. But if you did test on a standard shift, then you're okay. Yeah, I got a lot of respect for those guys in Canada. I mean, that's like they're threatening to, you blow the horn, they're going to arrest you. It sounds like the government overreach, want peaceful protesting. Like that's, I get the horns are noisy, you know, the exhaust is loud, stuff like that. But that kind of protest, hands down, any day beats people looting and burning up buildings and property and destroying stuff. I mean, those guys aren't destroying anything. They're just up there being noisy. They want to be heard. So I stand with them 100%. If I could go up there and do it, you know, I would too. I think GoFundMe is like, no, we're going to silence you. You can't have this. PDI has great tuner kits for 12.7. Really? I need a tuner kit, Chris. I need to get this thing rebuilt, but all in due time. I'd like to do a collab with PDI or somebody, some place that rebuilds motors. That'd be great. I want to go bigger with the horsepower and torque when I either rebuild or replace the engine at some point down the road. Yeah, it would be nice to do something like that. Just get some more power out of her. But longevity and fuel mileage there's a lot to say for that when fuel mileage the fuel is going up. Oh, you go next week to retest for a standard shift? Just rebuilt mine, new head, turbo, and tune. Nice. You want to come over and do mine too? There's a 2006 Freightliner FLD 132 Classic with a Caterpillar 475, 18 speed, 44,900. Okay, just like Nomad. Okay, so it's an 06 Classic. Nice for 45,000. Not bad. No, it's in truck paper. Nice. Did you mail my hat yet? I don't know. You have to talk to her. I just watched a video and everyone has gas cans in hand, including kids, and 1 out of 3 have fuel in them because they can't search everyone. What? Okay, so you're going to retest. That's good, man. That's a good start. That way you're not limited, so you can go buy a, you can go buy a Columbia that needs some love, or a Classic or whatever. I mean, you can get some of these nice trucks out here that just need some love. You can get them at a pretty good rate. What are you talking about? Jennifer, what are you talking about? You just watched the video? Everyone has gas cans in hand, including kids. Oh, you talking about for the standoff, the Canadian? Interesting. Can't wait to see how the Bully Dog exhaust manifold performs and if I can tell a difference. You might be able to tell the difference. Big Dog, I'm going to be honest. I meant to take it today, forgot due to the key situation. Okay, yeah, so I'm caught up. Give PDI engine serial number. They can send you a computer tuner. They also got turbos, manifolds that work amazing, better fuel mileage and power. Okay, nice. Classics are all over California for sale right now, cheap. Oh, I bet they are. Everything pre-emission is probably real cheap in California. Bell's Performance Solutions in Pennsylvania. Great prices on turbo and manifold and tunes. $2,700 for everything on my 14-liter. Nice. What's going on, Wesley? That's not bad. I don't think that's bad, at least. I think that'd be a reasonable price. Yo, this place is freaking crazy. Oh, come on, man. I just bought a new liner. I want to burn some shit. I can't believe you're still sitting there. Yes, I am. Hurry up and wait. What's up, Nomad? Keep it real, dude. Yeah. Keeping it real. Trying to. Just being honest with you guys. Yeah. Sorry, Big Dog. You just don't make that much of an impression. That's why you get put in timeout all the time. Yeah, California does. California requires everything stupid. Your trailer's got to be dressed like a girl with a skirt on. At some point, I'm probably going to replace my turbo with a Bully Dog high performance turbo. It's actually cheaper than the exhaust manifold. Wow, that's weird. I'm going to get it out, I promise. Yeah, we'll put him in timeout first, so forget about it, right? Get out and polish and clean up the truck. Yeah, except I don't have a wheel. I would. I've done it before. Polishing with a wheel, polish the tanks and stuff like that. But it needs a bath, and I'm not anywhere near a truck wash. Yeah, so otherwise I would. I don't have a problem doing that kind of stuff. Dude, I changed the batteries today. I moved my fenders yesterday. Fixed the fuel leak on the whatever it is. $10 a mile. I'll sit too. Yeah, just making some money. Just sit here and wait. Hurry up and wait. That's all good. What else did I do? The fuel sending unit. I fixed that leak and all that crap. So, you better be careful, Big Dog. You're going to have have your nose in the corner. That's all right. What is the best website to look? Sorry for all the questions, fellas. I really appreciate all the help. Dude, ask questions all you want. Any questions you got. Yeah, I mean, we'll help. If I can't answer it, I'm sure there's somebody that will. The best website? I mean, you got Truck Paper. You got Craigslist. I've seen a lot of stuff on Craigslist. I mean, you can look out in California on Craigslist, guys post trucks. Facebook Marketplace. I mean, all the standard places to look. There's not like a secret buy, sell, trade website that I know of. Maybe it's that much of a secret and I just don't know. No. gonna be punished by mama. That's right. And whenever you get put in time out, all you're gonna hear me say is, you shouldn't have been talking shit. I'm gonna load test my batteries tomorrow. May end up replacing them. I also need a bigger inverter. I have a Cobra 2500 now. Really? Why do you need a bigger one? Your 2500 is not working? Buy mine off Facebook. There you go. Yeah. See, I mean, you can JBG Travels. No, I don't think I've watched them. No, I haven't bought. I keep reading all this stuff. I don't watch a whole lot of YouTube, like other trucker traveling, all that kind of stuff. It just doesn't entice me. I don't know why. Some stuff is interesting, but I don't watch a lot of other guys. I'll kind of a few minutes here and there. I like the information like Asia Mai puts out with like updates with the Canadian crisis and protest and all that stuff. He puts out a lot of really good information, but I don't watch all of his stuff either. I just don't watch a lot of YouTube. I listen to a lot of old time radio shows, like Johnny Dollar or Boston Blackie, Tales of the Texas Ranger. There's a lot of them like that. Casey, crime photographer, or whatever. She won't put me in timeout. Okay, right. Best thing to do is replace the batteries once a year. Save you from having to worry about the breakdown. Right? Yeah, I changed mine. The date on my batteries that I replaced, that I just took off of here, were 620. So they're not that old. But, I mean, these ones have 1121 on them. So they're not as new as I'd like, but buy your truck from an owner-operator. That's right. Yeah, do that. Stay away from Arrow truck sales unless you have no other option. I can't run my microwave and coffee pot at the same time, and it can't keep up with my air fryer. Dude, you're talking. Well, how big is your microwave? You're talking about the 2500 watt. I can't run them at the same time because you're talking 1,000 watts with the coffee pot, or 1500 watts with a coffee pot, and then 700 to 1,000 watts with a microwave if you got a really small microwave. That's a lot of power trying to run off. That's going to destroy your alternator. I run one at a time. Like I'll run, when I ran a coffee pot, I'd run it before I ran. But I always have the truck running. I don't do it just off the batteries. Like I run the truck and I idle it up. Like I'll run it up to 1,000 RPM and I'll use my microwave that way. Or I use the generator. Your APU should have 110 outlets on your APU, right? Make sure that they're hooked up in a series correctly. What do you mean? Like just all of them connected? I mean, mine are all connected. I got a video about it that'll be out later. Let's see here. Target sales. What kind of cables do you have hooked up on there? You got those skinny little chicken legs, or you got them fat girl legs? That's what I thought. I was just wanted sure if there's a difference for trucks. Yeah, I mean, there's a huge difference in trucks. But I mean, it's all on what you're interested in, what you're willing to work with. I don't know. It's up to you. I think buying a truck isn't a one size fits all. It's based on what you can afford, what you're willing to work with, what you're willing to make a payment on, and all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, you buy a truck for 10 grand and you put 10,000 into it to get it on the road. You got a paid off truck for 20 grand. Yeah, you're gonna have to put more money into the truck going down the road, but it's still cheaper than a $200,000 truck. I think the truckers protesting mandates is excellent. That's what we're supposed to be able to do. Well, I mean, at least in America. Not in other countries that don't have the First Amendment and Second Amendment and all that kind of stuff. And I fully stand behind my amendments. Let's see here. Jennifer, come give me a ride back to my truck. If you don't have crawfish, she ain't giving you a ride, brother. That's just how it's gonna work. I don't have a direct plug from the Rigmaster. It charges my batteries, and my inverter runs off my batteries. And I have big fat girl leg cables. That's funny. Let's see here. Okay, you had the wrong cables. That's what was going on. Yeah, I have the, what is this thing called? The Power Drive 2000 watt. What's going on, Meeks? The Power Drive 2000 watt inverter, and it runs. I run a microwave off of it. Generally, like I got a TV, I got a light, stuff like that I run off of it. But it charges the batteries to my drills, my impact, my phone, my GoPros. So I don't really use it a whole lot. Oh, back in the... All right, on, man. Be safe. Don't have too much fun in there. Used truck dealers get the truck that has been kicked down the road, right? Parked there. Yeah, just parked there to come visit my friend. Your friend won't... What did he say? Pilot in Murfreesboro. Yeah, that's a shithole. You're right. Green Nomad Trucker standing up, bro. Definitely. We definitely got to... YouTube gonna put you in timeout. They might. Look, I will give you a ride, but you have to finance my kid's braces. We don't know that she needs braces, all right? They might give her a retainer or something. I don't know. Relax. But I think she needs braces. It's going to be that time. It's going to be... Anybody else have braces as a kid? I know my little brother did. But we were so poor that they didn't. 10 grand for a ride. I believe Big Dog can cover that. He'll even tip you $1,000. Good customer service. Make sure you wear your mask though, and you have to show your vaccine passport. Family man helping out kids today. Gotta go. Keep it real, Nomad. Keep it safe. Right on. Be safe, dude. We'll see you on the next one. Don't have too much fun. Y'all, we're at almost 10,000 subscribers. We're like 100-something subscribers away. That's just a day in the Chrome shop. So that's like 10 minutes in the Chrome shop. What are you talking about? Team driving with my buddy, 9 months, and he found a local job driving day cab. So I'm gonna solo next week. Like your video, stay safe. Hey, right on. Thank you. Be safe out there. Don't have too much fun. Yeah, that's how my inverter is too. I have a 3,000 watt power drive APU, same way. Just charging my batteries. Also runs AC and heater. But I have to change the cables to fat girl cables. Okay, yeah, so that's what you're saying. All right. Yeah, I have. Oh, they're about as big as my pinky. They're I wouldn't say fat girl cables, but they ain't no skinny chicken leg cables. But it works. I mean, they can only pull so much power, anyways. They're not designed to just draw right off the batteries. You have that truck running. That's why I love driving where I'm at. Owner will not push for jam mandates on drivers. Right on. That's awesome. Hey, I'm not against vaccines. I'm not anything like that. You do what you want to do, but I honestly believe it's a choice. It's not a one-size-fits-all kind of thing. Yeah, that's kind of where I stand on it. I'm pro-choice in that matter for sure. If it doesn't affect anybody, and if your vaccine worked so well and you want it, then me having it or not would not affect you. Just saying. Everybody hit that like button, everyone, or dislike. Wow, you're terrible. All right, so you're going in timeout. How much trouble y'all think I'd get into if I put my wife in timeout right now? I don't want to find out, so we're good. I could see her swelling up right now like, ooh, I dare you do it. Do it. Yep. That just depends on what APU you have. See, I don't have an APU. I run a generator. But I just have my cables hooked up to my batteries. Find out. I'm good, Meeks. I'm good. My cojones aren't that big. I'm good. Yeah, I asked on the CB for like 30 minutes this morning, trying to get somebody to come over here and jump me. And then I was going to drive over to Napa and get some, but nobody would come back. I'd ask anybody out here at the pilot able to help me jump my truck. I got the cables. Nothing. Like crickets. Then I'd ask a few seconds later, how about a radio check? Anybody tell me if this radio's working? Yeah, all right, that radio's working. Thanks. ATL Costco. Is that the DC down there? You have merchandise. What do you mean, Chad? Like hats? We got hats. We got a bunch of these available. The white and black Nomad Richardson 112 hats. We got some shirts. And yeah. Jump you. That shouldn't be hard to jump. Yeah. Yeah, but see, it's not beware of dog. We don't dial 911 here, right? Isn't that what they say? Then, see, I think that statement is stupid. I see that all the time, like a picture of a revolver or something, and then it says we don't dial 911. Yeah, except you do. You have to. Yeah, hats, beanies, and shirts. Did I not answer that question? Is that why you're being rude? Huh? Oh, yeah. Hurry up and wait. That's how it is. That's the new style truck driver. What do you mean? Oh, yeah, they won't come out and nobody responds. Yeah, it's crappy. Yeah, we got some beanies. Yeah, that's exactly right, Peter. Exactly right. You're gonna have to call 911 eventually, unless you're like in the mafia or something. Then you probably won't. But I mean, we're talking about everyday Americans. Yeah. This place isn't too bad though. I mean, this pilot's a crap hole. This is an absolute shithole of a truck stop. But it hasn't been crazy. The Volvo Mafia. Oh, the Volvo Mafia. I don't know who that is. I don't pay attention to that. I do believe that I could launder money pretty well. I've been watching Ozarks. And, yeah. I'm up here in the Cleveland area. Good old pilot. I don't even know what town this is. Oh. You don't say that. Say what? That I could launder money? I couldn't. I wouldn't be able. I'd be too damn scared to do it, but you could have an anxiety attack. My bad, woman. Yep, I'm in trouble. I'm gonna put myself in timeout. Yep. Ozarks and Breaking Bad have taught you a lot. I haven't watched Breaking Bad. I haven't even watched the single episode. What's up? First time chatting with y'all. You mentioned crawfish. That's where I live. Southeast Louisiana. I just... Oh! Rojo. My dad's calling. I'll call you back, Dad. You're not subscribed, Pops. Otherwise, you would know that I'm live right now. I hope you feel called out. Southeast Louisiana. Crawfish. You said crayfish. It's crawfish. Some crawfish. My wife loves crawfish. I like it. I'm just not a sucking the brains out of a crawfish kind of guy. That's just not my thing. Prison break taught me how to break out of prison. Mud bugs, that's right. Yeah, mud bugs. I knew what you meant. You didn't have to delete it. We all understood. They need a real trucking show on TV. Like, no, not this BS crap on whatever it is. Like Ice Road Truckers. Like, that's That was just a big commercial for Kenworth. They need like real life trucking, like the boring shit, the good, the bad, the ugly, which is trucking, like actual. And I feel like that's what I try to do with my channel. Just be honest with you guys, show you the ups and downs. The crap works out right, it's nice, and then it doesn't, and it's just. That was my idea for the Great Freight Race. That particular thing wasn't my idea, but what I thought it was going to be was more of a it's like sitting in the bunk watching a guy on YouTube. That's right. Yes, that's what we need. More of that stuff. Something like the Deadliest Catch was kind of what I thought it was going to be, more like something of like snippets from like each week from the different guys participating, and then it would be you know, then it's just kind of like little solo bits of talking about what happened. You just like, if we can make a trucking series like Deadliest Catch or something like that, I think that would be excellent. Well, bring the wife. I'll take you out of the great Cajun restaurant called Jazz. Hey, we're coming down. We got to come down there at some point. My wife loves Louisiana. Man, I had to fight that back. That was hard to do. Louisiana fast. Good old Popeyes. Yeah, my wife loves New Orleans and all that stuff. So come down there on a little vacation at some point. Be nice. Hopefully not during hurricane season, because y'all just get hammered. Lake Charles is my favorite. I don't really have a favorite spot down there. I'm not a huge fan of Louisiana. I love being by the water, but we got the fighting at Fuel Island lockdown. Right? Yeah, the problems at the Fuel Island are stupid. Just people are insane. I mean, it happens all the time. Guys get pissed off at the Fuel Island. Like the one guy sprayed another guy in the face with some Hornet spray because he wouldn't move his truck. I mean, guys shot at the Fuel Island. Like, it's insane to me how angry people get. This Uber driver's scaring me. Hey, put me on speaker. I want to talk to the Uber guy. Are you wearing your mask, big dog? You better be wearing a mask. Keeping everybody safe. They better sanitize between every rider, too. Except these truck stops don't do that. They just wipe up the water. At the showers. They just dry the water. And they're like, all right, new guy ready. Good old 70 in Rockwall. Wow, that's not nice at all. Hell no, I'm not wearing a mask. Tell that Uber driver you ain't going to leave no tip if you dead. You don't get a tip if you die. Yeah. Yeah, I'm still waiting. That's what we do here. This is I'm gonna change this channel to I don't know, some catchy. I do want to change my channel name because I'm no longer a nomad. I want to change it, and I might do that. The problem is I already have this stuff. Lies. I mean, we are very fiddle-footed, yes, but nomads. I mean, I guess we'll always be nomads, but I want to change it. And I'm not going to say it, but it's freaking awesome. Like, I love the name. But I don't want to say it and then somebody steal it. I know how y'all are. Y'all little thieves out there. Stealing comments and names. And but yeah, we'll always be nomads. I don't know. Change it to Nomad's Waiting Crew. I'll always be Nomad. Big Pramber on my truck has been in the shop for 10 days, 1,100 miles, away from where I live. Oh, that's brutal. That is brutal. Hopefully you can get that thing on the road soon. That's one thing when you take time off, like and you're at home for 10 days. It's another when you're forced to. That sucks. Like that's rough stuff. Oh, yeah, I might change it. And y'all will be the first ones that have these with these, and we'll get the new name put up. It's so fun. I love it. Damn, y'all too. I just came out of the shop in Boise after 11 days. I live in West Texas. Jeez. Been home for 10. COVID found its way to my pad. Oh, man. That COVID crap sucks. That is some brutal shit right there. Hopefully you guys are doing all right. And you get, you only got to quarantine for 5 days. I live in West Texas. Texas is the house. Texas in the house. Come on now. I can't read today. Oh. I love watching people. Brutal. My truck was in Fargo 3 months getting all new front end and hood, 800 miles from home. 3 months for a new front end and hood? Where can I order hats from? The email. Jennifer, will you put an email down there, please? Daughter brought it home last week. Passed it on to me. Oh, that's stuff. I survived the Uber ride. I'm sure that, yeah, that, okay, Nomad and Chaos. Nomads in Chaos posted the email. Email her. She does all the shipping and stuff. You're not Big Dog, so it'll get out pretty quick. Big Dog, his stuff just sits on the shelf for a couple weeks, and then she sends it off. Yeah, if you're interested in ordering a hat or a beanie, I think we got red beanies left. I'm not sure what we have. But yeah, so she gets all that stuff taken care of. Yeah, court battles with insurance. Oh my goodness. So they don't want to pay for it? Like they don't want to, like, dude, how are you surviving? Is it because you're a survivor? I will survive. Never mind, I won't do that anymore. I'm sorry. Jeez Louise. Y'all, so I messaged them at 1. It is now 2:06. Messaged them about my load. Trying to find out. They said it's still waiting on racks. Check back at a certain time. What did they say? At a certain time here. What did they say? I don't know. Yeah, sorry, Big Dog. You are now back at the back of the line, brother. Yeah, my stuff sits on the shelves for a week. Then she sends it to Callan. This is true. This is true. Yeah, it goes to California first. No, she's sorry. I'm in the Cleveland area. Oh. Hurry up and wait. Hurry up and freaking wait, guys. Hurry up and wait. Wreck was in September. Got the truck back December 8th on my 42nd birthday. Wow. Happy belated birthday. And you're still okay, so it was you're back trucking now? It was in the shop for 3 months. Dude, that's rough. See, I've been hit by a yard switcher. He scraped the top of my left fender. And they sent me a check. His company sent me a check for like $3,800. We got like $7,000 or something, $7,000 check. Might have been 68, somewhere in that area for that guy that rear-ended me. But nothing. Didn't have to go in the shop or anything crazy. Long term like that. That'd be rough. That'd be brutal. Yeah, I like these old International 9400s. I think that's what that is. Like the long hood International trucks. I think they're sharp. Old Eagles. I'm going stir crazy. I'm just gonna have to go drive down the road just to hang out, just to make sure I don't forget what I'm doing here. Anybody else finding these rates in the garbage can? You talking about rates in the garbage can, dude? You posted a load on Instagram for friggin' $100,000 going 700 miles. What are you talking about? Garbage can. I want to come hang out in your garbage can. Nice. That's awesome, dude. See, it's nice when you got some people that are willing to do the right thing and take care of you and all that. That's awesome. 2 weeks, dude. 2 weeks. Are you on Instagram? You got to post it on Instagram. If you are. Yeah, cheap freight everywhere. I don't know what y'all are talking about. I've been getting load alerts all day for loads coming back out of Nashville area. And it's constantly, I got it set at 450 a mile minimum, and my phone is just steadily going off, just letting me know new alerts. Yeah, so you're, I don't know. Oh, are you on Facebook? A new custom ordered truck. I like seeing guys get their new trucks. That's pretty cool. I got a P.O. box in the description below if anybody's tired of their new truck. I know I'm sitting here looking at the DAT load board. I can't believe what these people want to pay the. We need to go strictly Canada. Yeah, we need to do some protesting, but you do too much protesting and they'll call you domestic terrorists and all that kind of stuff. If y'all haven't figured out by now, I am pro-Constitution. Leave my mother and Constitution alone, and we're cool. Even if you disagree with it, that's fine. We can still be friends. I don't care. Yeah, send him Peterbilt money to the P.O. box. I got Venmo too. Some people keep taking cheap loads. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. People are like, oh, don't haul cheap freight. But I talked to Velox a while back, and he made a good point. I mean, cheap freight to you doesn't mean it's cheap freight to somebody else. I mean, $1 a mile to you, you're probably, not saying you specifically, but other people, even me, is like, that's way too cheap. I'm not doing it for that. But another guy, that might be all he needs. Landstar don't count. 1 year owner operator talking about cheap freight. Company will put it up on their Facebook page. Have me a video going over the build. Nice. That's pretty awesome. Heck yeah. It also depends on your location. I agree. Freight volume is starting to creep down, so the shippers are starting to squeeze the brokers for rates contact. Yeah, I would agree with that. Volume is definitely going down, but I mean it's going to come back up come tax time. Once everybody starts getting their tax refunds again, we'll start moving some more freight. People will be buying stuff. So, but yeah, the Nashville area. Stay away from the Nashville area because freight is terrible. Nashville, it's awful. Oh, Nomads. Yeah, it is awful. Orlando freight is amazing. Nashville, Tennessee freight is terrible. Just avoid that whole 150 miles around Nashville. Like, just don't go there. There's no need to be there. Freight sucks. I got a deadhead all the time to get my freight. So, just go to Orlando. Yeah, being a smartass. Florida freight sucks. I don't know. What's Robbie? He's all the time getting good loads out of Florida. In South Florida. A big dog too, man. You're all the time getting good freight coming out of Florida. Good paying loads. Good brokers and stuff.
Radio sounds good. I don't know if you got the radio check, but
No, nobody got a radio checker. That's true. 300 a day is all I need to make all my bills are paid. Yeah, see, I mean, yeah, there's unfortunately cheap freight to me would be You know, something I picked up today for $5 a mile, and then tomorrow the same exact load, same thing is posted for $2.50 a mile. Like, why is it going down? Like, what the heck? That's frustrating, but there's no such trucks in here in Turkey. What do you mean trucks? Like long nose trucks like this? Is that what you're talking about? What's going on, TJ? So I mean, it's up to you. Like, you got a truck payment and a trailer payment and a mortgage and 5 car payments and 3 baby mamas and child support out the yin. I mean, you're gonna have to haul higher priced freight. And that's just how it's gonna be. But somebody that doesn't have all these other things to take care of, you know, hey, thank you. You know, they can haul cheaper freight. Like, it's all about the choices you made, and we get mad at other people because they can haul something cheaper when we made the choice to get a truck payment, to you know, have kids from different whatever, or have multiple kids, whatever the case is. You know, those are choices we made knowing the expense or the cost of those choices. So in turn, we're going to have a higher bottom line that we have to meet. So yeah, it's just kind of what you have to meet. So luckily my truck's paid off. I personally want to make $1,000 a day to the truck after fuel, after Landstar. That's kind of what I want to do. But yeah, no, I agree with you. I agree, Midnight Rider. Yeah, yeah, sometimes people just need to get home. Yeah, there's definitely exceptions to the rule, but you know, like I mean, even like the hotshot truck just pulled up here. This guy's got a 35-foot flatbed, and he could haul the same load that, you know, a full-size flatbed would haul it for, and he's going to make more money because his expenses are going to be lower than the guy pulling a full-size semi. I mean, it just depends. How much is the engine power of the truck you're using? Like 430, something like that. It's just stock 12.7 60 series. And yeah, the condition of those trucks, I mean, some of them are just all beat to hell. Yeah, I mean, chrome costs money. You can't buy chrome when you're hauling cheap freight. My trucking house paid off, and I still try to make $1,000 a day. Yeah, it's kind of what I want to do. Like, even with this load, even sitting here, I'm still making money, because that's why these loads pay so good. Sometimes you get your load in and out real quick. Sometimes it could take a while. So it's the luck of the draw whenever you're doing these kind of loads. But I mean, it's still 1,000 miles round trip, or 1,020, whatever it is, round trip. Yeah, I'm sitting for 48 hours, but other than like putting batteries in the truck, this thing isn't costing me any money. I'm not having to do anything crazy. I'm not driving around. You know, I'm still making money per day. So I'm still going to come out with over $2,000 a day for sitting to the truck after Landstar, for the time that I've been sitting here, plus after fuel and all that. So I'm okay with it. I don't like sitting. I'd much rather be trucking and making money, more or less, but I'm making money sitting here doing this, so it works. I don't mind it. That's why I do not like mileage pay. I don't like guys that they go out here and they're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make, you know, $2 a mile, all miles to the truck. I can make this much money. I'm like, yeah, but you're only making money when your wheels are turning. You're not making money in a case like this, where you can, you know, I made a percentage. I knew what I was gonna make from the get-go of this load. So you do what you can to deal with it. Still making money, so and you deserve it. What do you mean deserve it? Same here. 11 days in the hotel room, and I'm going insane. I can imagine. 11 days in a hotel room, dude. That is brutal. I did a week in Michigan when I got my axle replaced. I was gonna get just the gear replaced on the front drive and through shaft and all that. They were just gonna, but they wound up having to replace the housing. So it's I don't know. It took a little more time. They had to replace the whole axle housing, everything. But it's all good. How much more money would you make if you kick Landstar to the curb? I don't know. I don't look at it as Landstar's costing me money. That's the way a lot of people look at it, and I don't do that. Yeah, I guess I could go out here and get on the load board and have my own numbers, take care of my own IFTA, get my own plates, get my own insurance. But I pay $115 a month in insurance. That's gonna like be $1,000 a month, if not more. So that's a cost I have to think about. The fuel discounts we get, the tire discounts we get. Just have somebody that has my back is something that's nice to have. Don't necessarily want to use that, but it is nice to have. And then you have the buying power of Landstar. You got the ability, like you basically get handed what Landstar gets. So I mean, in trucking, who doesn't know who Landstar is? Yeah, some guys have an issue with Landstar, some companies have an issue with Landstar, but that's all companies and trucking companies across the board. It all goes back and forth. I would much rather be at Landstar than at mom and pop's trucking company. That's just me. I like it here. I don't look at it as how much more money I could make if I let Landstar go and do my own thing. I'm good. I'm happy here. I'd say comfortable, but there's room to grow. There's definitely room to improve. What the hell are you doing, dude? Okay. But yeah, when I book a load, like when I see a load, because our load's on the load board, when a load hits the load board, it'll say the total rate, everything in, is, but we'll say $1,000, right? So the whole load itself on the load board says $1,000. It might say $5 a mile, right? But I know better because I don't look at that $1,000. I look at how many miles it is and what my percentage of that load is going to be, and that's where I'm like, okay, so out of that $1,000, I'm going to make $650 plus with fuel surcharge, whatever. So we'll say $700 out of that $1,000. I then calculate how many miles it is, where it's going. Do I know the customer? Things like that. What all is entailed? Does it pick up the same day? Does it deliver the same day? Like what is all in that load? I evaluate all of the information that I'm given, and then I make my decision based on that. So it's not like I'm out here like, oh yeah, I'm making $1,000 when I'm actually making 700. Yeah, I mean there is the clickbait aspect of it of like, oh, $10,000 or over $10 a mile a load, before Landstar gets their cut. But that's the YouTube algorithm. But I always talk about how, like, what my cut looks like after a Landstar, and I'm not doing it to brag. I'm not doing it to piss off other owner operators, or to, like some people have said, let our customer or let our competitors know what we're doing over here, because it's all spot market freight. It doesn't matter. We might get the load for $10 a mile today, and then another company will get it for $7 a mile tomorrow, and then we could get it for $12 the next day. It's constantly changing. It's constantly a dog eat dog kind of thing. But I just do it to be honest with you guys, to show the good, the bad, the ugly. I mean, just like, changing the batteries. My battery died. I didn't have to show that my truck was dead, and I had to jump it off with a Jeep. I didn't have to do all that stuff. I try to be as honest and as upfront with you guys as much as possible, and I think that's the only way to do it. There's no point in bullshitting anybody and just showing the glorious parts of trucking. Oh, look at me and all this stuff. Like, that's not how it is. Yeah, I make a lot of money, but a lot of money goes back into the truck. A lot of money goes in to my kids, into my wife, into the cars at home, the house, whatever. Like, there's a lot of money spent, but there's a lot of money made. So it's I just don't see a reason to bullshit anybody. It's not gonna. If I bullshit you on YouTube or on Instagram or whatever, eventually shit's gonna come out. That's it. It happens every time, and I'd rather be honest right now and take the flack for it now than, wait a year or 2 years down the road. Then everybody's like, "Oh, you said this so long ago," and blah blah blah. Like, no, I just assume not do that. Oh, let's see here. Yeah, leasing does have its advantages. I agree. I mean, having your own numbers and your own authority has its advantages. But at Landstar, I don't have anybody calling me saying, "Hey, you need to go to work," or "Hey, we have this load. We really need you to take it. I know it's not where you want to go, but we need to get it done." I don't have that. I literally do my own thing. This is as close as you can get to having your own numbers without having your own numbers. I do what I want. I go where I want. I stay out as long as I want. I go home as long as I want. As long as I'm safe and compliant, I don't have anything to worry about. More of a headache doing your own thing, and it's just isn't worth it to me anyway. Now I'm back at Mercer, and insurance alone, I'm saving almost $700 a month. How is it at Mercer? Because I've had people ask about Mercer. I've never been at Mercer. I've heard nothing but horror stories at Mercer that they give you. It's supposed to be like Landstar, where you get to pick your own loads and stuff. But then I've also heard that your dispatchers will give you like 3 loads to pick from, and you can go from there and do what you want. They also have a trailer rental fee, plus you only get a percentage of the load. Like, how does it work? If you don't mind explaining it, the best you can, whatever you want to do. Because I'm genuinely curious, and I think a lot of other people are, because Mercer and Landstar kind of get thrown in the same pot together as equivalent companies, and I don't think they are. Yep, that's how I book loads. I look at the rates that they're offering and calculate what I would make out of it, and if it's not going to work for me, then I don't call them. Yeah, that's how I do it. I don't. Yeah, there's little short loads. Yeah, it might go 20 miles. It's only 20 miles, and it pays $500 all in. If that $500 was coming to me all in, that'd be one thing. But I'm personally not going to take a load for what would it be? $350 ish, somewhere in that area, for a $20 mile load, or $20 mile load. That I have to pick up today and then send on it till tomorrow. That just doesn't make sense to me. Some guys will do that. I mean, I'll pick up a load on the way home that's cheaper, because it does go to the house, or whatever the case is. I'll do something like that where I don't make that exact amount that I want. Like the load coming out of, I delivered in Locust Grove at the Home Depot. My next load after that, the SIVA load I did, it got me to where I needed to be. It wasn't the best paying load. It paid okay, but it wasn't my favorite situation. So I'm do what I got to do. But I'm not going to leave the house. I'm not going to go pack my truck and leave the house for $2 a mile. I'm just not going to do it. Red 05. So you're saying your insurance is $1,400 a month. See, I just don't want to do that. I don't like doing that. 11 days in the hotel room. That Oker bill must be high. You deserve that money because you do what it takes. You deadhead and you get over it, or you go get it. Yeah, I generally don't deadhead though. I know guys that'll deadhead 300-400 miles for, a decent load. I just don't see a point in that. I don't want to deadhead. Generally speaking, 100 miles is max for me, and it better be a good load. But most of the time, my load alerts system is set up for 75 miles, 350 to 450 a mile minimum, depending on where I'm at, where I'm going. But I like these big dollar loads. I love these expedited kind of loads. They're good paying loads. So, how's it work out there? I mean, on your own. If you guys are out on your own, doing your own thing with your own numbers. Like what do you see at the end of the day or the end of the month or whatever? Like what I want to compare numbers. Like I not to be like, haha, look at me, I'm doing better. But if I'm doing worse, I want to know. I want to see. I genuinely want to know what some guys out there are doing. You know, on their own with their own numbers that actually know what they're doing, not just you know, you pick whatever and you go with it. Like you know what you're doing. You figured it out. You've been doing it a while. I know my next load I'm picking up is only 15 miles for me, so that is nice. Yeah, that's really nice. A couple of pennies at the end of the month. That's about what I got. A couple of pennies at the end of the month. Do I get paid on demand? No, I get paid. I guess part of it would be on demand. Like I can take so much of the load. So I'll get out of the line haul. I get 30% of the line haul up front when I book a load. As soon as the load is put in the system on me, I can then go into the system and say, hey, I want 100% of the available advance, or I can pick whatever I want. I can divide it up between two cards, whatever the case is. But I get 30% of the line haul up front, and then I get 100% of the fuel surcharge up front. So the rest of the money, the other 35% of the load or whatever, gets put on my payroll on Monday. So I get paid on Monday. So as long as I turn it in by Thursday afternoon, Friday morning, I get paid for it on Monday. And that's where like my insurance and everything comes out of my check for that. My best month at Landstar is 34,000. Yeah, that's pretty freaking amazing. Mine was like 26, 27. And that was 2020 July, Nashville, somewhere in that area. So yeah, I can take an advance of the load, but that's what I would use to buy fuel. It's not like I'm asking the company to borrow money. No, Jennifer gets paid on Monday and you get an allowance. That's right, basically. No, it's all good. A lot of guys give other like women crap or wives at home crap, but my wife is she's a little unique. She's pretty freaking amazing. She's not a money blower. Like she doesn't just go blow money. Yeah, she takes the kids to everything she can possibly take them to. She does everything she can for them, but she doesn't. She's not the kind of woman to go out and just go shopping all the time. That's not her. She doesn't like spending money. So more often than not, she'll have some money in her purse or wallet or jacket, whatever the case is. I'll be like, oh wow, there's a couple $100 I didn't know about. Like she loses money in her stuff all the time, and it's like, oh hey, that's nice. Put that in the in the savings. But no, she's a good woman. I probably spend more money than she does, and I don't mean like on trucks. I mean just like in general. Like it's easier for me to spend money than it is for her. Give my wife $1, she'll spend too. Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Yeah, no, that's probably how I am. I'd be like go into a store with the mindset of like, oh, it's gonna be, I'll spend $20 in here and get what I need to get, and I walk out spending 70. And I say those exact numbers because I did that at Lowe's the other day. I'm like, oh, I'm only gonna spend like $20 on some nuts and bolts. I don't need much. Yeah. $69.78 later. Yeah, give me $20, I'll spend 70. Who's gonna who is going to donate to my new fender fund? Huh? Who's gonna do that? I'm just talking shit. Don't actually do anything. No. Whenever I get to Lowe's is different. See? All right. So I don't feel so bad then. We're good. Just like the Chrome shop is different. That's maybe I just need to get a new headlight. That's all I need. $2,000 later. When I go to Joplin to get my top stacks taken care of, I'm gonna get new fenders. Go ahead and replace those because those are hideous. This guy's having issues backing into the or getting on the scale. And I want to get a new seat. I want to get a legacy low. I think I talked about that in the last live. It's really what I want. But it's sitting a little lower. It'll help with the head view, like the head cam that I wear. You guys won't see so much of like the visor and all that stuff. It'll be lower, so you see a little. It'll be a little better. But I'm honestly surprised nobody has given me a bunch of crap about the GoPro noise, the rattle in that last video, because that was brutal. Whoa. That seat's noisy. Oh. Chief of Police has a live message to all truckers. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. I got a bunch of notifications here. That's what happens when you turn your notifications off. They're on silent. You don't hear what's going on. But I'm going to give my dispatch a call and see if they have an update on my trailer. And I will talk to you guys on the next one. Next video, next live, whatever the case is. So, y'all be good. Stay safe out there. Have fun going down to Eagle, man. Be safe. Y'all be good out there. Don't have too much fun in the hotels and all that kind of stuff. Try not to spend too much money, right? I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks for hanging out with me. Chit-chatting. It's a lot of fun. Y'all be good. Stay safe. Thank a veteran. Let your family know you love them. Carry your weapon, guys. Y'all be good.